Hello, Dan Christensen here, Davenport NDP president. So 2020 has doubtlessly been a very challenging year in many, many ways. But the way I see it, when the going gets tough, we New Democrats have no choice but to get going. When the pandemic started, our outreach chair, Nigel Morton, launched a phone outreach campaign to check in on our neighbors and make sure they had the help they needed. And with the help of countless volunteers, in particular Eric Ta, we've made over 13,000 calls in our community. Nigel also connected with Oasis Dufferin Community Center over at Hallam and Dufferin to coordinate food deliveries to those in need, which we've been facilitating every week since June. When our events committee co-chair, Lourdes David, heard that we had a new women's shelter coming to the community, Fatima House, she sprung into action to spearhead a donation drive to create welcome packages for our new neighbors at the facility. Of course, there's also the potential for elections at both the federal and provincial levels next year, and our preparations are rolling. Our fundraising chairs, Amy J. Lester and Bailey Sargent, have done an incredible job, with the help of dedicated volunteers, of course, connecting with Davenport New Democrats by phone and by email to ensure our election funds are on track so that we can go toe-to-toe with our opponents when the election season starts and the writs drop. But being election ready also means making sure that New Democrats are organized and coordinated. To this end, for the first time in recent Davenport history, Amy also produced a limited edition run of Davenport NDP sweatshirts with a beautiful design from Sean Ondernacht, so we can proudly represent our riding association in style all over the riding. Hopefully you've reserved yours before the deadline, but if you didn't, not to worry. Amy's got another round of Davenport NDP apparel planned for the new year. And of course, organizing is not easy when we can't actually see each other in person, naturally, which means getting in touch digitally is that much more important. Chris Bluer, our communications chair, has restarted our monthly newsletter, including this one, and Dave Reed has done an incredible job keeping our RA in the conversation on social media channels, with the help of Greg Denton, of course, and we've even got a newly minted Instagram account. Not only that, but with the help of Nahum Mann, our fantastic events chair, Sarah Gallagher, put on 2 online pub nights for us to be able to get together virtually. I know I was starved for some interaction that wasn't just work-related Zoom calls, and it was a blast. Hopefully you can join us for the next one in the new year. The most important step, of course, of being election ready is our candidates. Our federal candidate search committee is up and running right now. And of course, last month we had, by all accounts, exceedingly successful nomination meeting for none other than our spectacular current MPP, Marit Stiles. If you weren't able to make the meeting, spoiler alert, she's going to be our provincial election candidate. From her ongoing fight for struggling Davenport residents and small businesses during this pandemic in our provincial legislature, to her tireless work drawing attention to the ways in which this government is failing our education workers, parents, and most of all students, to her Good Neighbors initiative to highlight folks in our community who've been doing such a good job making sure Davenport is a great place to live. I can confidently say we have the best candidate we could possibly have for the next election in Marit Stiles. I'm sure all of you know this already. Of course, moving into 2021, Davenport New Democrats, we've got our work cut out for us. So if you haven't been in touch, don't hesitate. You can reach us by email. You can reach us by phone. The more connected we are, the stronger we are. And yeah, I hope you're having a great holiday season right now. And, I can't wait for us to get to work together in the new year. Thank you for everything this year, Davenport New Democrats. It's been great. So long, and enjoy the holiday season.